Personally, I'm not in high school anymore, but I remember my high school years like they were only yesterday, and so this week's theme is Back to School Week, and I decided to share with you guys a couple of very common high school problems and my own wacky solutions. The first high school problem I'm going to talk about is forgetting you have homework due the next day. Yes, we've all done it where, we've been given homework and we just put it off, and then it comes to the next day and we're like, holy shit, I have to do my homework. My solution was to always do it on the school bus, the ride to school. I had about a half an hour bus ride, and so it's where I got the majority of my maths homework done, my English, my history homework done. Yes, don't judge, because I did homework on the school bus and I still managed to get good grades, so, something had to go right there. The second common high school problem is having to present something in class. It was mainly like English or history where, we had to do a lot of presentations, and personally, I hate getting up and talking in front of people. I can do YouTube because I'm just talking to a camera and I don't actually have to imagine people watching this video. Anyway, what I was talking about, presenting. My solution is to always go last, or as close to the end of the lesson as possible, because if you go first, all the students are a little bit hyped up, but towards the end of the class, students are tired, the teachers don't want to be there, and there is a chance that the school bell will ring and you will have to, do your presentation another day. Luckily for me, in my high school, the presentations would always be done in alphabetical order, by surname. And because my surname was Robinson, I was always at the end of the register, so I got to go last. If you go first, that sucks to be you, take a deep breath and just picture everyone naked. The third common high school problem is when you get assigned seats, but in my eyes, I think assigned seating is a blessing in disguise, because it kind of breaks the ice of that awkward, oh shit, I actually have no friends in this class, who the hell am I going to sit by? Because the teacher does it for you. Yeah, I used to hate assigned seating, but then as I got through high school, I was in more and more classes, without my friends, and so I was like, oh, I can just pretend, to have friends because the teacher puts me by some randomer. Yeah, assigned seating, everyone's like, oh, I want to sit by my friends, but it is a blessing in disguise. The fourth common high school problem in my eyes is the very common, notion when the teacher asks you, if you understand the subject or the topic they're talking about, and even if you don't know the topic, you lie and say you do and the teacher just walks off. Hey, my solution, I'm not gonna lie, is just be honest. If you don't understand a subject, tell the teacher, because they are being paid, thousands of pounds a year, to teach students, the lesson or whatever subject they're teaching. Make the teachers, earn that paycheck. If you don't understand something, don't be afraid to ask. Even if it means, going to the teacher at the end of the class and asking, if you don't want to do it in front of the whole class. The teachers are your friends in that scenario because they want you to pass the test, because the better grade or test scores you get, the better it looks on them, and they might get a shiny bonus. My fifth and final high school problem I'm going to talk about is that dreaded first day of high school. Some of you might be going through it, this year. And my solution is just, to walk into school, with your head held high, take a deep breath and just talk to people. When you can tell when there's first years or year sevens if you're in England, you walk through the school gates and they're all in little crowds of groups. Don't be afraid to approach a group and be like, hi, my name's Beth. What do you like? I like cheese. Do you like cheese? Let's like cheese together. You will eventually find, your friendship group or your niche in high school, but it's the common tale of nothing happens overnight. You might start off in one friendship group like I did. I had one friendship group for my first 2 years of high school, and then I kind of felt myself, falling away from that group, and I was welcomed into another group in, I'd say, about year 9, and they are some of my best friends to date. So yeah, first day of high school, take a deep breath, shit happens. Shit happens. I hope you enjoyed my, back to school video. Some of my solutions are good, some of my solutions, aren't maybe as good as they could have been. In the comments below, I would love to hear, whether or not, you're going into your first year of high school, or what year you're in, like your favourite subject is. In the comments below, I want to hear your high school problems, because we all have problems. While you're down there, don't forget to click like if you enjoyed the video, and hit subscribe because you get 7 days of awesome content here on the Digitally Obsessed. Until next week, good luck in high school this year. Suck on it. I'm not in high school anymore. Until next week, I'm Beth. Goodbye.